Why, hello everybody, and welcome back for part 4 of Shenanigans. Greg, take it away.
All right. Well, we'll pick it up right where we left off. You've got a hog-tied, doused in liquor doppelganger with 1 HP on his hit dice. He's looking to surrender.
Okay, when he says burn it, I'll step in front. I'm just a humble kobold here. I might not know anything, but I think we all need some answers. Now is not the time for burning.
It's a demon!
For finding
Not a demon, dude.
What sort of cleric are you if you don't stop a demon? Which way are you leaning?
We need to find out what was going on here.
Man,
who would we be if we attacked this
dude.
creature?
We already know he's a murderer, and this one's a demon.
Yo, short and rhymey, you need to slow your roll, man. Okay, you need to take some. You need to look, dude. Okay, right here. Okay, I'm just gonna sidle up to him and pull like a tiny amount of gnome dust out of my pocket and go, look, dude, do you want?
Where did you get this? Hold on.
Can I make a roll to calm people down?
Yes, I think it's being opposed by Artie though. So I want you guys to have opposed charisma checks.
All right, so
I'm gonna take a penalty on mine because I've been distracted by some gnome dust here.
Okay, sure. I've been heavily distracted by gnome dust.
And because of my kit, I get a +2 on reaction to from NPCs.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll the die, and then I'm not sure how all that reaction stuff goes. So I'll roll the die, and then we can give it as you want.
I'm pretty distracted. Gnome dust? Oh, yeah. That's the stuff.
It seems like the fervor of the crowd has died down as Artie has become a little bit distracted, and this
busy snoring gnome dust. Like, what the fuck? They're like, dude, what are you doing?
this poor old kobold is talking sense into him. They're still holding their torches, but their willingness to set fire to this creature has been set aside at the moment.
Right, I'm down to 1 dose of gnome dust now.
I'm glad we all
keep it handy for next time, Artie.
Mom's a bad name.
Maybe we should always keep like a handful of gnome dust in case.
Yeah.
Like Scooby's next.
Just incapacitate the gnome every time.
Would you do it for a handful of gnome dust?
This gnome dust seems suspiciously like pure heroin.
You got any more of that gnome dust?
The creature eventually speaks up as you guys are distracted as well by the gnome dust, it seems. And it kind of strains its neck to look around and says, what do you plan to do with me? I wasn't trying to hurt anyone.
What do you know about that hole?
I know it's a terrible place. Don't ever go there, especially at night. Stay out of the woods at night.
Well, how about we go back there right now?
Not with me. No, sir.
Okay, dude. Okay.
We should let it tell its tale so that we could begin to understand.
Yeah,
If it's not willing to help us.
Yo, let's just wait, all right? It can help us without going into the woods. Chill your roll, man. All right. Yo, Scaly dude, start from the beginning. What happened, man? Give us your side of things.
He says, I was separated from my pack. I don't know where the rest of my clan went off to, but I've been living out in the woods in this region for some time. I've been trying to just find a place to stay and live and not to be running from my life every day. The poor town here, I was investigating, trying to find a way in. Fortunately, when these shape that I've taken and his close simile went out into the woods, there was an unfortunate clubbing to the face. And I was able to, after the body was thrown down the terrible pit, assume his shape and escape with my life out of the woods. And I took up life here.
So what's going on in the woods at night?
Terrible things. There's a dark, if you know of the hole, then you know of its dark and terrible presence. I can feel it. It's evil, true and simple, and it affects the forest at night.
If you'd like to keep your head, perhaps you could be a bit more specific.
Does it do things, with your head?
Sorry about that.
Shame.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Yeah,
Do you have that same ringtone, Greg?
I do. I have that exact same ringtone. I thought it was me, but it was not.
You and your standard ringtones. Ugh, plebs.
He says, I don't know how to be more specific. The forest comes alive. It tries to harm you. It's a terrible place. Animals even shun it at night. Is why I was able to stalk there as long as I was.
Yo, so we don't really want to be going into the woods at night then, right? I'd suggest we go there in the daytime. That might be a better idea, man. I think that we might die a lot if we, go
Well,
I'm just like
And
looking
we
at
all
my
need a rest,
imaginary
man.
wristwatch, like, oh, look at the time. Like, I'm not sure we have the time to go over there.
it sounds like we've done our job here, at least. I see no reason for us to try and solve the mysteries of this forest.
Yeah, you know what, man? You know what? That's
Be better to wait
terrible.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Went into the
Alejandro
woods
is
tonight.
definitely
We're sure to have a
allergic
surprise.
to cults.
Yeah, you know what, yo? I look. What was our job? Our job was to solve the problem of the doppelganger. We solved the problem of the doppelganger. It's a doppelganger.
Unfortunately, I believe that this thing has been sleeping with Nicholas's wife, which, as far as I'm concerned, is adultery and perhaps even rape.
Well,
I'm afraid I can't allow him to live after that crime.
well, we should find out first. Yo, did you
Have
did
a
you
point.
did you
He
bone
said-
the lady?
He says, what crime have I committed? I reunited her with her long-lost husband. She would have been a widow and sad beyond years. I brought her happiness.
Let's ask
Well-
the woman. Certainly,
Yeah,
she
maybe
has
we should
an
ask the
opinion.
lady that,
Fetch
rather
the woman. She can decide.
who
Woman?
knows? Maybe she
Any
will.
woman will do. Any woman.
No, the specific
wife.
one.
Does it
Bitch.
matter?
Gregor, go and get your sister-in-law.
All right, Luther, you begin walking towards the cottage. It has a hawthorn tree in the lilac bush. You can recognize it.
Yeah.
Inside is a woman that's kind of sewing by lamplight, kind of dressed in a gown. She's kind of startled as you, I'm sure, just walk up and bang on the door. She says, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. What? I heard quite a bit of commotion. I figured it was best stay inside."
Miss, I am afraid I have some terrible news. Your husband is dead.
She says, "What? How did that happen? He was just here not a few hours ago."
And worse than that, he's been dead for weeks. And this thing that you've been living with is not your husband.
I'm sorry. You can't possibly be right. I know my husband quite well.
Perhaps you should come with me.
What? She reluctantly follows, but is clearly upset at you.
Yeah, it's all right.
Uh,
I
you-
bring
you
it
just
to the
back up to the-
doppelganger.
She gets back up to the creature, and she looks at it, and it's all tagged up. She says, "Well, clearly this is not my husband at all. It looks nothing like him. Why are you telling me this is my husband?"
Gregor, perhaps you have something to say?
Gregor's nowhere to be found.
Fuck. Priests? Would one of you like to explain?
Yo, I can explain. Okay, lady. So this scaly dude is like a doppelganger. They are creatures that can take the form of somebody else. And this one, you're basically your brother-in-law murdered your husband in the woods. You know when that thing with the beast when they disappeared? Yeah, that he basically beat his head in. And then the doppelganger took the form of your dead husband because he, wanted to belong somewhere and he needed somewhere to hide. And, and he's been basically pretending to be your husband. Not particularly maliciously, just, it's just what they do.
I'll add in the place where your brother-in-law killed your husband. It was a cursed place. There was an evil symbol there and deep in a pit. We suspect that perhaps the evil that dwells there caused him to commit the murder. That brother-in-law was possessed by the evil presence.
She puts her hand to her forehead and kind of swoons back. Goes, oh my, this is true? And she kind of looks to the fellow townspeople like, This was Nicholas, and they solemnly nod their heads. One offers their condolences, and she just begins she goes down to her knees and just begins crying
Okay.
Miss,
Lady.
before you break down, you must
so-
make a choice.
Perhaps we should wait until we're not in the heat of the moment and let things calm down. Our captive here isn't going anywhere. Perhaps we should see how things seem in the light of day.
That's a damn good idea. I like the way you think, little scaly dude.
Thank you.
I look to the woman.
You walk to the woman, okay?
I look to her. Well,
She's upset and bawling, and it all feels overwhelming to her. You can tell she's just.
I'll go to her and sort of put an arm around her and help her up and go like, hey, chick, hey, lady, look, let's go make you like a nice cup of tea or something. Yeah, come on. It's
All right, she's like butter in your arms, right? You can lead her wherever.
oh, what slippery and yellow.
Butter in
That's
your arm.
clearly what I meant. Yes, she is very slippery and yellow in your arms.
Hands, perhaps. I don't know. Anyway, yes. I'll take her back to her house and I'll get her settled down, put a shawl around her, make her a nice cup of tea, and play her a little sad song or something. Well, it's still
Sure. You
calming
comfort her.
song on the yeah.
About this time, the darkness has fully set. The sun is down. The moon finds its way out, and you are in the dead of night. And you hear a blood-curdling cry of pain and agony that is quickly silenced from back towards the tavern.
I think that was Gregor.
I start sprinting towards the tavern.
Did somebody find the body? Oh, zombie.
You
He
sprint
had a body
to the
and probably
tavern,
did.
and as you get there, you see the remains of Gregor just torn to shreds. Limbs everywhere, blood everywhere. There's also the remains of 2 or 3 other townsmen that had remained in the bar, shred. The door is blasted open and broken on one side, and you see a figure traipsing slowly out into the woods with a fine cloak.
We
Is
might
it-
want to kill it with fire.
Has it made it to the woods yet?
Yeah.
That's what I said, but
you
did
can
anyone
see it,
listen
so
to
it's
me?
on the edge of the
Nope, you
woods.
didn't use your
Just
head.
I heard a scream up burst out the house, and I was like,
Firelight.
Yeah, but
What?
Artie, that was not the right one. Like, you could kill that one with fire. Like, just point over.
I blow my whistle.
That's the one that's
Make
tearing
a-
people to pieces.
Where's
All right, you blow your whistle.
I make chase.
Okay. You chase after it.
Yep.
I'm going to run into the bar and get some alcohol.
All right.
I also give chase. Quite
People still with their
the
torches.
bow.
I'm sorry. Are still people standing around their torches? Yeah, but they didn't run with you towards the blood-curdling scream.
In fact, you know what I'm
They
going to do? I'm going to run past the townsfolk, grab a torch as I go, and run off.
Okay, you
Just
totally
like,
have a torch.
Thank you.
Yep.
Can I ask, like, this is happening? Can I urge them to like follow us with their torches? Like, can I?
It's gonna be difficult, but yeah, go for it. Make a charisma check with like a -7 penalty.
Well, it might work.
No, the townspeople have had more than enough for the night. They're freaked out, and they have this creature in front of them, and they don't want none of this.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess we're on our own then. Should we? I guess people are trying to find alcohol and more fire. I guess I'm just like gonna run after Lufer. And
All right. Marty, did you give chase?
Yes.
Okay. So 4 of you give chase, and a kobold goes to drink some Nancy wine.
No, I went to go grab some, not to drink it, for setting
Okay.
things on fire.
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna grab wine. All right.
Is there any alcohol that seems a little more flammable than wine?
No. It's all just these like 3 turns, right, of a homebrewed Nancy wine.
All right, I'm gonna just run back to the people then, and I'll see if I can charisma them, and I'll say, "There's the true evil is in your midst, and it's getting away. It's
All right.
killed 2 of your fellows. Will you
Take that
let it
7 penalty, and take a -2 for the already failed check. So -9 total.
Plus 13 minus 9. And again, I tried to do that in chat.
Golf club.
Nope.
No. People
Not even
are
close.
especially not taking any from a kobold.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys begin chasing after it. At the end of this round, basically, you see it at the edge of the woods. You guys are within, we'll call it 30 feet as you've chased up after it. It's meandering very slowly. I guess we'll go into initiative right here and now if you're looking at fighting it.
I
Is
am.
it acting aggressively?
Not right now.
It did rip
Into the woods.
Well, yeah, but
Kill it.
McGregor.
it may have
Kill
killed
them
people,
all.
but what's it doing? Like, is it just lurking there? Is it running? Like,
It clearly has a broken leg where it seems somebody may have broken it to fit it into a barrel. It's got blood dripping from its hands, and it's some kind of liquid
like
dripping from its
stigmata,
hands.
blood dripping from its hands?
Yeah, definitely blood.
But like,
and,
like
It ripped 2 people to pieces as well as Gregor. 3 people.
Yeah.
and
pieces
it's mostly
everywhere.
getting into the woods.
They're a puzzle now. They're not people. They're a puzzle.
So I'll attack it, Greg.
It's going to be a busy couple of days for the
Right.
Undertaker.
All right. Go ahead and roll like group initiative. We don't need to go all crazy.
Oh, okay. I just
6.
8.
You guys go first. Go after this thing.
can I attack it?
Yeah.
alright, sling time.
Is it back attack or not?
You'll get back attack for this first one, sure. Your sling hits. Your sword attack misses.
I guess I'll try to sling it.
All right.
I will.
And I'll try to roll in the right thing this time.
3 damage.
Okay. You strike it for 3. You definitely hit with your sling. Excellent.
5.
Alejandro, you ran up a punch it?
Yeah.
All right. One of your punches lands. 2 of your punches lands.
I would expect a lot more screaming if we're fighting a demon. Surprisingly calm. I wonder if there's something wrong with all of our songs.
It's more of a corpse for better or worse.
All right. You've
So-
punched the
so-
crap
Targeted
out.
corpse into a verse.
And then it turns around to face you.
Okay.
And it is clearly the corpse that
Does
you
a, does, a,
knocked
does a
out.
14 with a bow hit, by the way?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it does.
Right. Okay.
I missed
and
that one.
then- oh,
D6.
6. Hey.
Very nice. All right. So it turns around to face you. Blood running from its fingers.
Mashed
Blood
in.
running from its mouth. But its mouth is like an indentation to its face. Its face is all red. But its eyes somehow glow, even though there's no eyes left. There's like a glowing there.
On that.
And
Ew.
it's wearing the brother's fine cloak and vest. And it begins to reach out to claw at Luther.
More foul demons.
It's really slow. Maybe we should just throw torches at it from a safe
That's
distance.
a 25.
Oh,
Is that
that's
clear
hit.
by
My
more than
AC
5?
AC is 17, so yeah.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Oh shit. +6 to hit. What is this?
You take 10 points of damage
I go down.
Ooh.
as it rips its bloody claws into you.
-1.
Ow.
All right.
Ah!
We'll do group initiative again. It goes on 5.
Who's gonna roll?
I'll do it again.
I can do it. I'm
Do it.
closest to it.
Do it, do it.
Hey.
All right, party. You go first.
Okay, I stop what I'm doing, take a few steps over to Niarb, look him dead in the eyes and goes, "Don't do that. That's my thing. You don't see me acting all
See
apathetic
it
and shit.
rhyming, you're the king.
I'll find a hole, and I'll fill it." I've just pantomime shoving him.
Oh.
Right,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch. I get 3 punches this turn, I think. So one at the end of the round, but we're doing
2 now and 1 at the end of the round. Yeah, I think is how it goes.
Okay, but we're doing groups. I don't know.
Go for it.
Anyway, 17
Hits.
I'm just gonna do the other attack. Probably a miss.
That misses.
1d4 plus 5. 9 points of damage. Try to crack it in like its skull if I can, but yeah, just
All right, you strike it, and it goes down. It goes down. What is? Who has gone? Artie's gone. You have gone. We have Fuzzy and Rob.
Right. It's down, is it?
It goes down. It goes down in a heap in front of the punching.
If it's gone down, I'm going to run up to it and attempt to set fire to it with my torch.
Yeah, me too with my tinder.
All right. You begin burning this thing, and it begins burning quickly and goes up in flames and fire.
I'm going to like cover, like
Yeah,
breathe
I
it
out.
burns
back,
quickly
yeah.
as if it had some kind of accelerator on it, even though it didn't. The flesh burns rapidly and brightly.
Ew.
It wasn't a barrel of wine.
yeah.
I'm sorry, what about the wine?
It wasn't a barrel of wine.
It
Well,
was.
it's not terribly flammable. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I think it's not like Everclear or something.
No.
Do I
You don't
catch
think
on
that the
fire?
wine would be enough?
I drag you. I drag you
Yeah,
back.
that's why I didn't grab any.
Like,
Thanks.
yeah, I drag you back as to like setting fire to the rain, to this creature.
You drag
Okay.
Luffy back?
I grab Luther, so it
Okay.
doesn't catch on fire,
Okay.
and then I do mouth to mouth to see.
Then that's what I need.
I do not know first aid. I'm just like I'm blowing into his mouth and it's
All right, you begin like mouth to mouth on the dying Luther. I don't think you can actually heal his wounds without a healing proficiency or medical proficiency.
probably not. Does anyone have any healing proficiency?
So
or
you
anything?
just bang on his chest and breathe in his mouth.
Good dear gnome, can you heal? He's got bad
Oh
wounds.
wait! I do have a small healing proficiency actually.
Okay.
What about that? Okay, I'll be like, whoa, yo, dude, hang on. Let me just like look. Give me the bandage. Yeah.
Quite for real, today I have no ability to heal, but eventually it's something that I would like to do again. At least for you who I consider my close friend.
I think we should put.
you have a
so he
proficiency?
doesn't have to rhyme anymore.
Our short little friend with a long fuse.
I have many skills I'll use to inspire others. My purpose in life is to...
Yeah, I've got like a.
Perhaps you can inspire him to a bit of breath before he meets an untimely death.
All right, yeah, I'm
Seriously.
gonna try.
Please
That's
make
my
a
thing.
successful healing proficiency check.
Right. Okay,
Don't
so
make
that's
me
plus
box your ears
4.
and have your head ring.
1d20 plus
Believe me,
4.
I can put on my bling.
All right. You successfully bind his wounds.
I could cast the CLW, except I used it on some other fellow.
You bind his wounds up, and you prevent him from bleeding out. Make sure that he stabilizes back at 0.
Okay, he's gonna be okay, man. He's gonna be okay. Just nobody cough on him or anything.
All right. Thanks.
Party hats.
Party hats.
Buddy,
All right.
Auntie!
The creature
What do you
burns,
need?
and the body burns a bright, terrible light, and then dies off after about a minute. It was a bright and quick and very hot burn, but once it was gone, nothing remains of the creature.
Nice.
I say very loudly for anyone who might be nearby, I guess it must have limped its way back here, seeking revenge. That's how it got into town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally how it got into town. Totally, man. Zombies,
You are a
man.
very smart
Zombies.
kobold. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
I think, I think the villagers should maybe come back here or go back to the hole and fill it with rocks. That might be a good idea. What do you guys reckon?
That might be good.
Yeah,
It's
rocks,
unfortunate
concrete,
The only people who could have said for sure about the origin of the corpse have died.
Well, I think, are we done here? Like, do we still have to?
Do we want to investigate the hole?
Nah.
Cast spells?
Nah.
It's not. It's night.
Nah.
It's like not good to go out there. Might be more of them. Maybe.
Well, I
Oh, we
meant
need
in
to
the
work out what's
daytime.
going to happen with that doppelganger, man.
Yeah, we do need to
Yeah.
accept.
Yeah, we do need
doppelganger.
to.
So I think we should like wait till the morning and then see what the lady wants to do with the doppelganger, because it's kind of up to her.
I'm sure this was a one-time thing, and if it wasn't, they can always come give us a ring. We'll come out and deal with it again.
Well,
And
I
this
mean,
could be a fun thing for us and our new friend.
well, he did offer us a ring.
Except for the ones who met their end.
No, seriously, guys, this is my thing. This is all I have in life. This and ice sculpture.
Maybe you should find a wife.
I just look at it. Do you even know how hard it is to do a gnome wedding? And I just like look at her like,
Well, I got some gnome
yeah.
dust, so man.
I like, because getting a gnome a wife is not an easy task.
Gnome wedding
Yeah.
is beautiful beyond belief. The wonderful dress, the lots of starleaf.
They're complicated affairs. You need a reggae band to start it off. And believe
Actually,
me,
last
those
time we
have
did it
quite a
on-
high cost.
Yeah, no, man.
I shit you not. I shit you not.
Yeah, man. No
Do you know
weddings,
that
man.
one reggae song? It goes ba da ba 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 da ba ba ba. You know.
What?
Thank you for watching, everybody. Good night.
A villager finally gets enough bravery to walk up with a torch and say, "What was that?"
That dude, that was
A
the
glimpse of your
undead
future.
corpse of the murdered brother. Took his revenge on his murderer brother.
It was a walking corpse.
Yeah.
You brought that with us, didn't you? You had
No.
Gregor go and get it. I was there. Why would you bring that here?
It was evidence that there was a murderer and that the doppelganger wasn't who he said he was. It wasn't undead at that point. It was just dead. Besides, we didn't want to leave the poor guy in a hole.
Is this
I
the
thought he
only
deserved-
villager here?
Also,
He's the only one.
How close is he to
besides,
the hole?
also, okay, no,
How close is he to the
no,
hole?
How close is he to the
no,
hole?
we're miles away from the hole.
Like miles. Like. you
Oh,
gotta
wait, we
walk
went back to
that.
town. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot that we made the travel
I'm
from
gonna be
town.
like, okay, dude. Besides, he needed a proper burial. Yeah, we couldn't leave him there. We couldn't leave him in a hole. We wanted to bring him back to the village, give him a proper burial, man. It's disrespectful to the dead to just leave them lying in a hole.
Look, all I know is
Poor
everything
guy.
was fine until you people showed up.
And
And
everything
started
was not
ruining
fine. You had
everything for us.
excuse me, you had a dude. You had a doppelganger living in your village, man.
And you
Yes.
had an evil spirit hole.
And you had a murderer.
Yeah, man. You had a doppelganger and a murderer in your village, and you didn't know. Now you don't have a doppelganger or a murderer.
Something was eating your sheep, remember? So it's not like everything was fine.
Yeah, man.
Probably that
think
creep.
so.
I say, pointing to Nearb.
I mean, we did kill a lot of dogs as well in the forest.
That's true.
Hmm.
Just
Because-
protecting the sheep herds.
He says, "Look,
I was
I want you guys gone. Like I'm sure I speak for the rest of the village, but this is absurd. Everything's going wrong here."
I think we were leaving anyway.
Should we
Right.
take the doppelganger with us?
Where's our 50 gold? That's what we were told, that we would be given as a reward if we did what we were told.
50 gold.
50 gold, that's what he said. That's what we were told.
Search his home. I can't think of anyone here that has that much gold.
I just say right to Artie, like, no, he said 50 silver.
Oh,
Come on now, you know.
yes. Give us 50 silver. It would make us very limber?
I pat his back.
Says,
I'm gonna
if
be
you
like-
promised anything by that murderer, then by all means take it from him. Go. His possessions are yours.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you know
I run
what?
off to his house.
We could totally take that doppelganger with us because it would be kind of handy to have a doppelganger hanging around, right? Yeah, man. Oh man, think of the acting opportunities. Oh, dude. Stage plays, magic shows. Oh man. Okay, you know what?
Well,
you know what?
we do need to await what the the woman has to say, because she was the one who was wrong. It
Yeah,
was
true, man, but
that is that it did give wrong to her. I mean, false pretenses and all.
Yeah, man.
This guy finally turns around and says, "All right, I realize you probably can't go anywhere in the night. Please don't cause any more trouble and just be gone in the morning." And
It'll be all right.
And if you want to get rid of that doppelganger, we'll take it with us, man.
He's got his back to you. I don't think he cares what the doppelganger does
Okay.
or what happens to it.
Basically, if I get a chance, I'm taking the doppelganger with me.
You
Think
feed him
of
to your
yours,
spider
Nigel.
farm? Or you just feed him to your spider farm?
Not my spider farm.
It's your spider farm now. Everyone else is dead.
Stella's spider.
No, it's Delanora's spider farm.
Oh, you're right.
Remember?
I withdraw.
That's a spider farm?
Yeah.
Spider silk farm, giant spiders.
She's basically knitting spider silk socks for a living now. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, instead of
Where'd you
going
think you got the silk rope, man?
encountering all the baskets.
Crocheted from the finest spider silk.
All right. Is this
So
the end, or is there's more to go?
I mean, it's kind of up to you. We could just end here and have no resolution to the doppelganger or the hole.
Well, I feel
or
like we
could
should take
have a
care
little-
of the doppelganger at least.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you guys want to adventure into the hole, especially if we're going to wrap up soon.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
whole
well,
seems a
I
little
would
dangerous.
venture into the hole, except that obviously we don't have time, but we should take
Yeah.
care of the doppelganger. That seems like it'd be quick.
Mm-hmm.
Do we feel like we've done 1,501 points of adventure?
I don't know. We'll see.
Combined?
Oh, combined. Before we split it up, yes, definitely.
All right.
We can
well,
wrap
what-
it up here. We don't have to have any resolution. You guys just leave. And
Well,
leave
we should
the
resolve the
to his fate.
doppelganger. If we can do that really quickly.
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys want to do? Basically, you guys have been left alone. You have cowed the village successfully. They don't want to fuck with you. You
All right,
have.
well, what does the lady think about the doppelganger?
Well, I thought we were going to do that in the morning, right?
Yeah,
Maybe we can keep
All right.
watch over the
that's fine.
doppelgangers.
You guys keep watch. The doppelganger is hogtied. Nothing
I-
horrible comes from the forest.
I
You guys wake the woman, I guess, and ask her of the doppelganger's fate.
I try and loot the house first that evening.
Okay. Yeah. You walk into Gregor's house, right? Not
Yeah.
Nicholas's.
Right.
Okay. In Gregor's house, he is clearly very poor. Ratty clothes. Not a lot of stuff here. You do find the case, like a small wooden case that was polished, where he holds his coin, and in it is indeed 50 silver coins, along with 10 gold coins. So he was holding out on you a little bit.
Score. I swipe them all and tell no one of them.
Okay. On his body, assuming you looked for it, you will find that ring that he showed off.
Swiping that too. Golden ring, you said, with a gemstone in it?
It is a gold ring, simple golden band with a gemstone in the center of it that has a smoky rosy color on the outside and a white kind of starburst center.
Okay. Smoky rose gemstone with starburst center, white around
Yep.
the edge.
Oh, it's around 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
Wow.
I also take this for myself and do not share.
Okay.
I will use it to inspire people later.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You successfully loot the house. The next morning, I guess, you guys wake up the woman, and she comes out. This is, what? You want me to decide its fate?
Well, after all, you're the one he manipulated the most. It would be proper for you to be considered the host of this little party of ours.
She nods her head for a moment and says, I couldn't tell the difference between him and my husband.
But what
Treated
about
me
the
well.
eyes? The eyes, they were red. Is that
I
not something that you
didn't-
saw?
I didn't notice,
You saw
no.
another color instead?
It was my husband's face through and through.
You
There was
don't
no
look
change.
him in the eyes when you are in the act of,
Snoo?
She nods her head. She says, yes, the times when I wasn't on my knees.
And you... Knees? Humans do it on their knees? How does that...
Yeah. Little dude, I'll explain later. I've got a book with illustrations. Don't worry about it, man. In fact, look here. This one,
She's-
here, page 22. Page 22.
Huh?
Page 22.
But where's the flim flam go?
The what?
The flim flam.
Do you have any books with helpful illustrations?
Wait,
Because,
where do your
I-
parts go?
I think-
What do you have down there?
dude, what? No,
What?
Look, page 1, illustration. There, that's what we have.
Ah! Where's the hooks?
The what?
The hooks.
You know what? We can discuss this later, man. Anyway, yeah. It's just over a drink. I need a stiff drink for that one.
Haha.
All right. She eventually kind of looks you both side to side, says, well, you're the adventurers. I figured you would know. I feel quite betrayed by it. I suppose monsters get the sword. Is that not the case?
Is he really a monster, though? Is he really a man?
If you
I
Does
mean, he's
somebody-
kind to you. He didn't hurt you.
I mean, turn into the
She
monster.
puts her head in her hands, like, I don't know.
Oh, lady. We can take him away with us. You never have to see him again. How about that?
Fine.
Yep.
Come
okay.
on.
Come on, dude. Come with us.
I don't want to see it
You can
again.
go with Alejandro. Come on. What's your name? What's your real name?
Her? She says, I'm
No,
just...
no.
No. The doppelganger.
The doppelganger.
Oh. He croaks some weird guttural language at you. It's like...
I
You're gonna
will
try-
call you Bob. Come on, Bob.
Bob the doppelganger. Okay, we've got a doppelganger. Yes.
All right. You have a hogtied doppelganger.
Oh, let's untie him.
Yeah, we'll leave his hands bound, but unbind his feet and bandage his
Okay.
wounds a bit as well. So
As you unbind his feet, Dave, he looks you in the eyes and then just becomes exactly like you. His clothes form and morph into your equipment and your likeness right before your eyes. His
Oh.
face shortens and shrinks, and he just becomes another Dave. There's
I
now two Dave Growls standing in
dude,
front of you.
that
I-
is awesome.
speak up and say, do you do that whenever you touch another person? Is that something that you've done?
In Dave's voice, he says,
Well done. You're talking yourself into a corner each time.
Okay.
in Dave's voice, he just says, "No, man, I just do this at will."
That's pretty. Okay,
Do you
dude.
have
And
to
he
touch a
turns
person to
into
take
you,
their
Artie.
form?
Oh,
And there are
man,
now
that's
two
just-
Arties.
Oh.
If so,
Can you turn into Alejandro?
if you were to touch a certain woman who works a profession in Wicthron Rarenta, then you would look like her.
I need not touch her, but yes, I would
So we
meet her.
could just go to the dance place.
I will go with you for now.
Call it community service, dude. Call it community service.
Come with us and we'll.
Earn an honest.
I will
living,
at
man.
least look after you. Don't.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna look after him as well. I saw him first. Didn't I?
How does Luther take this? Like,
My buddy.
guessing
I
Luther.
think I think I'm still passed out now. No one's healed me.
All right.
You're still at 0 and you have not healed yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight me over the donkey.
Luther's just passed
Fine.
out.
Probably for the best.
Is it
Let's
cloudy
not
or
mention-
sunny today, Greg?
Huh?
Is it cloudy or sunny today?
Today it is definitely sunny.
Cool.
Maybe best not to tell Luther, but we have to bring Luther with. Oh, didn't.
No, we should tell Luther. He's the sort of person that would find out the truth. Or
Yeah.
he,
I am a detective.
But he wants to. Well. So, we can just like so she lets us decide what to do.
Yes.
with the Ganger. Yeah.
If it's up to her, she says kill it. But if you have a better idea, you're the adventurers. Is essentially what you
We
get out of
could
that.
take it away so that you never have to see it again.
Yes, then take it
I don't
out of my
think-
sight.
Yes.
I never wish to think of this ever again.
Okay. How shall we sugarcoat it so that Luthor doesn't kill it right when he sees it?
You see the thing turn itself into Luther and goes, I don't think he would kill himself, yeah?
You know, how well do you know Luther?
He squints for a second and begins like looking at you each in turn and says, no, you're right. Perhaps I shall turn myself into something else indeed. And he turns himself into like a very beautiful woman. Shapely,
Damn.
tall, and says, I think this form will cut much better for our travels.
It's probably gonna
I
work.
think at this point he's doing the cartoon wolf shit with the ooh.
Boom, 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 boom.
Now, let's go find some food for the road back. It'll
Yeah,
be
man, good
quite
plan.
a while if we have nothing to eat in our
have
sack.
got-
Just,
The
I mean, we
monkey.
can just loot. He probably has some food, right? Does Greg have some food?
Yeah, you can look through Gregor's house. There is foodstuffs there. It's the same type of like stale breads and like some dried meats that he just keeps on hand. Most of the food, I guess, he was eating at the inn. Justine, the wife, would give you some better food if you want to ask her.
I asked her for a loaf of bread and a block of cheese.
She happily gives it to you. No questions asked.
I'll ask her to slip me some sausage.
She thinks for a moment and says, "Talk with Father Philip. He may have butchered a sheep recently. There could be some sausage."
He's a man of the
Ralph.
cloth. He's probably
Yeah,
slipped a lot of sausages.
I'll go and do that then, yeah.
And sure enough, Father Philip has some old sausage on hand, and he'll give it to you. Father Philip slips you.
I take his sausage and put it in my mouth.
He enjoys this.
He enjoys watching me slip his sausage into my mouth.
Yes,
Okay.
very much so. His eyes grow wide, dilate.
Okay, I'm taking Detect Evil and Tangle and Color Spray for the way back, and I want to do a Detect Evil at some point, and sort of unobtrusively. And actually, I should probably do that on the whole party as long as I have it up.
Okay. None of the party is high enough level to be strongly aligned, so you don't get anything from them. I actually don't know if a doppelganger is evil. Let me see if the
Well,
boss
they don't have to be. I mean,
think
depends
they're-
on what this one is.
Yeah, I think their alignment varies.
alignment neutral. So no, you do not detect evil on this creature.
I
Okay.
wouldn't
On
say-
this now beautiful
I
woman.
wouldn't say it's evil. It's more like practical, maybe. You know.
All right, I guess you guys begin. You put Luther's body on the sling kind of thing you had set up for the corpse, and then start heading off.
2 clerics and not even a single heal.
Nope. Nope.
You're not going to heal him, Neil.
I don't have a healing spell.
You could take Orison, I think. I think that falls in your.
I have
he's not that sort of cleric.
I have the expert healer thing. I've got a free CLW. I'll CLW
Then
him.
what are you complaining about? You got like extra
Because maybe
spells.
we're gonna need it on the road.
Oh my
All right,
god, we need it
You clear light
now.
wounds him.
I offered to sing a song on, or to play a song on my tuba.
Thank you.
It'll
You
make
regain
the road a
full
lot
health, Luther.
smoother.
There is now an astoundingly beautiful woman standing among your party.
I struggle to my feet. Look at the kobold.
Luther,
Thanks.
I'd like to introduce you to my wife. She'll
It
be
was
here for the
nothing.
rest of my life. What do you think of
Your
her
wife?
legs? They go on and on for days.
I look at the girl.
Please
she's-
say hello to Luther. He's one of those Obama truthers.
You married the gnome? When?
She says, "Oh no. You know how gnomes are, fanciful imaginations. I'm just going to be accompanying you back to Berkshire. It seems like it should be a fun place."
You're from the village?
You're no
yeah.
fun. Our marriage is done.
What happened to the?
She kisses you on like the forehead, like motherly. She's like, mwah. Says, now.
I'm sure you've
Get
heard
away
that
from
a
me, you
time or two
slimy
before.
hag! I
Anyway,
wouldn't
dude,
take you even if you were the last one in my bag.
Oh, guys, no arguing. Come on, let's go. We can discuss it all on the way. It's fine, man.
What happened
Dave,
to the
you could
doppelganger?
really use a shave. Your stubble is starting to poke us, and I think it's getting really...
Anyway, what do we think of that rhyme? Let's go. I'll explain what happened with the doppelganger on the way. It's an interesting story, dude.
All right. So the rest of your travels that day go uneventfully. I want to know what you do at night with the doppelganger.
I'm going to say what I'm going to do is gently explain that he is like the lady is the doppelganger, but it's okay because she's going to come back with us and be cool, and everything's good.
Okay.
I want to tie it back up then.
Right, I'm going to, while that's going on, I'm going to try to have a talk with the doppelganger.
What do you want to talk about with doppelganger?
So, hey, I just thought that maybe we could talk and find out. We don't want to hurt you or anything, and it sounded like you just wanted to belong somewhere. You could come into the town, and as long as you don't hurt anybody, I guess we could keep your secret, and you could be part of the community.
She looks at you in the eyes, like for a brief moment, and then reaches out and pats you on the head and says, "You're a kind soul there, Niarb. I wouldn't want to hurt you. Of course, the community is exactly what I need."
And I'm trying to I have the empathy trait, so I'm trying to get a good read on how...
What does the empathy trait do?
I think they just sort of... They're a little vague about it. But let's see what it says precisely.
And its pain is worse than a stinging locust, he says, like a day and a half later.
Good job.
Well,
Thank you.
Empathy. Character with this trait has an innate ability to sense the motivations, emotions, and possibly the intentions of others. If the character can observe a group of NPCs for 1d6 round, the DM can allow a wisdom intuition check. Success means the character has understood something significant about the discussion or plans of those NPCs.
Make a wisdom check.
The empathetic character does not have to speak the language, although it's a +2 if the tongue is known, which obviously we can speak.
All right, sounds good, dude. Wisdom check it up.
All right, do I get the +2?
Go for
when
it.
You're actually speaking with it? Okay.
Yep.
actually,
Yay. Which...
You've been traveling with it all day, so you've had plenty of time to speak with it and try to get an empathy read.
29.
You feel like this creature has been telling you what you want to hear since you untied it. And it doesn't really think, you don't really think it intends to go back to town with you.
Do I think it has bad intentions, or?
I think that's just what you get, right? Your empathy kind of lets you know, like, you're just getting told what you want to hear, and like this thing's looking for a way out of this.
Okay. At one point, I'll take Dave aside. Dave seems the most reasonable on this whole thing. I go, Mr. Growl. I was talking with the doppelganger.
Yeah.
And I think the doppelganger is planning to just escape whatever. I don't know if it's going to do anything bad, but I don't think it wants to hang out with us.
It does seem kind of mean to keep it prisoner. I'm just gonna like sneak up to the doppelganger. Once everybody else has finished talking to the doppelganger, I'll be like, yo, doppelganger, come here a minute.
She wanders over and
Okay.
comes talk with you.
You don't really want to go with us, do you, man?
She pauses for a second and says, No, I much prefer to be on my own. It seems a taste of freedom was good for me.
If you promise not to hurt anybody or do anything like harmful to people.
She smiles, her like winning a smile, very looking as pretty as possible, says,
yeah.
"Oh, I would never hurt another soul."
See, I kind of believe you because you know, you could well have hurt that lady, but you were apparently quite nice to her. So, dude, just. All right, just go, man. Just go.
She kind of looks
Good luck.
around, and she turns her shape into like very inconspicuous person, right? Gray clothed, generally normal looking face, like as if you've ever read Robert Jordan, and it's like the gray man.
Gray man. Yeah.
Yeah, and she nods her head at you and begins walking off into the forest.
Okay,
The doppelganger.
I'm gonna follow for a little bit. Go, person. Can I have just one word with you before you go?
It looks over its shoulder and says, "Speak quickly."
All right. So are we far enough away from the others? They can't overhear us.
I mean, I think it's kind of up to the others.
I'm sort of by the fire, just sort of like feeling all sad because my doppelganger went.
Okay.
One with
So
reaction,
far away so we can have a private
right?
conversation.
I'm guessing Luther would have, if he like, depends.
Yeah, I mean, did you guys tell me that this is the doppelganger before you're about to let it go? Because if not, then I'm distracted enough that you can.
Yeah,
do this
I don't think we got around to doing that yet. So.
Okay. So just us privately.
Okay. Yep, then just you two privately. It stops walking as quickly and lets you catch up, but it keeps walking. So you're like walking and talking.
Excellent. I'm so glad we can finally speak as equals now. I can tell you, I'm looking for someone with your abilities for my organization. There's a chance for you to rise high. We can rule this area, and with you at my side, it will be all the easier. Do you wish to take these opportunities? Do you wish to find what can be done here? Do you wish to see how far, what it is like to be among the stars, to look down on?
She attempts to use ESP to like get your thoughts on like whether this is like an honest offer or what's going on. Are you resistant
Absolutely
to that?
honest.
What is what are you offering? What does she read?
I have a plan. I am looking to put together. Go ahead, look into my thoughts and see the brilliance, the maneuvers, the potential that we have. And no, I'm putting things together. The wheels are turning already. Things begin to fall into place. And I can see possibilities for you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
It leans down and looks at you, its face almost unidentifiable except for as human, and says, "I will think on this. Your offer intrigues me. Perhaps one day I will look you up in Berkshire. But for now, I think we must part ways."
Yes, you could find me at Shenanigans.
Yes,
I look
I'm quite
forward
aware.
to it.
And wanders off, leaving you behind.
Dun dun dun.
All right.
All right.
And the rest of your journey back to Shenanigans goes uneventfully, and you make it back. One companion less than you started off.
Okay.
So, I guess I need to break down some experience for you. So, give me half a moment here.
I think it was 1,501
1,501, huh?
yeah,
Party hats?
each.
So while Greg is figuring out experience, why don't we do ending show notes and things to say? Simon, why don't you start it off? What do you have to say?
Yep. Hello, I am Simon Chippendale. Thank you very much for
Zerg
watching
priest.
us. That's a long time ago, Neil. Long time ago. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys, my wonderful party. You're all very special. Very nice to party with you. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Luther.
I don't have anything to plug or anything, but yeah, it's been fun. Thanks for DMing, Greg. It's good to play with you again.
Yeah, it's great playing with you again. Thanks for coming.
Well, of course. Hopefully, we can find a way to do it soon. Neil, maybe if we're not doing Hardcore Heroes for a few weeks, maybe we could do a one-shot with me and Greg or something like that, maybe, perhaps?
I'd be down. That sounds cool.
Why don't we talk about it after the stream?
All right.
Cool.
Robert.
It was great playing with everybody again. I've been kind of out for a while, so this is fun to do. Looking forward to it.
Chloe, you must have something more to say.
Yes, that was awesome. I did not see that coming at all. And yes, I stream Fuzzy Freaks, yay. And what was I going to say? Yes, I'm currently playing Valhalla, which is a really cool indie bar game. Indie sort of like post-apocalyptic. It's like a cyberpunk bartending game, which is really weird and awesome, has really cool stories, and also lots of weird sort of voice acting opportunities. So, you can narrate to your heart's content, which I like. So, yeah.
That sounds awesome.
It is. I'm actually really intrigued by the story. It's just sort of like you're just doing these little sort of people come in, you talk to them, you make them drinks, and gradually you unfold this weird plot of what's going on.
What's it called? I'm gonna look that up.
Valhalla. It's actually like VA1 something or other, but it's like
Valhalla. I'll look up Valhalla. I'll find it.
Yeah, it's on Steam, I think. But
cool.
It's good. I recommend.
Greg, how much experience do we all get?
All right, you guys each get 782 experience.
Woo!
Thanks, Greg.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Matt. And do you have any final words, things to say, games to play or share?
Not a ton. Come check out my streams. I'm having fun learning how to do it, cutting my teeth, and playing some Final Fantasy and doing some campaign building myself. Hope to get on Shenanigans a bit more often and play and DM. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Also, if anyone else would like to DM next week, I would love to share the mantle with the rest of you. Nick, Simon, Chloe, Rob, I'm looking at you guys.
I'm the worst DM. I hate it.
I'll consider it.
Fantastic.
I'm never DM second edition. I consider it.
All right. Well, it's always great to have other people take it over. Let us get a mix of players here and a mix of DMing styles. For myself personally, we've got Misclicks on Tuesday, which should be the end of Chapter 3 of Misclicks Seaborn. And we have Dicing with Death planning before Misclicks, because we've got Dicing with Death on Wednesday, which should be a good one. So that's it, I think. Good night, goodbye, and we'll see you guys all later in the week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.